Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am not here with Geeky Sparkles. She's going to be sitting the next couple of videos out. She's spending time with family, but we're going to talk about J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling, making the headlines again because somebody at a media event was asking about her controversial comments. About transgenderism and all of that. Of course, the media is saying that she's anti-trans. We're going to talk about this because it seems like Warner Brothers actually has her back, which is very interesting. And this is, of course, Warner Brothers under David Zaslav. And they've been talking about bringing more Harry Potter content to HBO Max and more movies and all of that. Now, it's going to be really interesting because, some of the original stars of Harry Potter want nothing to do with her, including Emma Watson. Emma Watson has thrown her under the bus. I think Daniel Radcliffe has thrown her under the wheels of the bus. I mean, this is the woman that they basically owe their entire careers to. It was sort of blind casting, I guess, that, these three got plucked out of obscurity. They got put in a Harry Potter movie. And they were very, very generous in their praise to Ms. Rowling for a number of years until she said something on Twitter that they didn't like, and then they turned on her like her dogs. They did. I mean, they could have just said, hey, I don't agree, but, it is what it is, and not bring it up again, but they keep bringing it up. Of course, she was not in the 20th anniversary special on HBO Max, very noticeably missing from it. I would have a hard time doing it when three young stars that I basically gave careers to decided they didn't want anything to do with me. I would be very pissed off. But yeah, apparently Warner Brothers has her back. So we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 271,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. Again, Geeky is going to be sitting the next couple of videos out. She's spending time with family for the next couple of days. This is really interesting because there has been so much drama around Harry Potter. Even the damn video game, the RPG, the Hogwarts Legacy. If you have anything to do with that game, if you're a developer working on that game, they try to cancel you. There were articles out there about how people were going to buy pre-owned copies of the game so they weren't giving her any money because you cannot separate her from Harry Potter. She's actually got like some of the most ironclad contracts in all of publishing and all of entertainment. They have literally rewritten the rules of publishing contracts because of J.K. Rowling. That when you sign a publishing deal, a lot of times you're signing away your theme park rights because of her. So every time anything Harry Potter happens, she gets a nickel or a shilling, if you will. So this is coming from Variety. Warner Brothers stands by J.K. Rowling after a reporter was blocked from asking a question about her. Warner Brothers has stood by J.K. Rowling after an external PR person acting on behalf of the studio told Sky News the company is not connected to the author. The studio issued the response following a spat between Sky News and the PR firm, who blocked the outlet from asking Harry Potter actor Tom Felton about Rowling during a press event in London last week. Felton was taking part in an event around the expansion of the Warner Brothers studio tour London, making of Harry Potter attraction. The actor who played Draco Malfoy, and who I've heard is actually a pretty good guy. He unveiled Professor Sprout's greenhouse, a fan favorite set from the films, which will be a permanent addition to the attraction. Yeah, you can actually walk through the sets of Harry Potter. And Harry Potter is still big business. Fantastic Beasts, not so much. People like Harry Potter. In the interview, a Sky News reporter asked Felton about Rowling, who has faced backlash for comments about the trans community and who was notably absent from the return to Hogwarts HBO Max documentary special. You and the other stars of the film are still very much the face of the franchise. If you like, we speak to you and hear from you guys. JK obviously has more of a back seat now. Is it strange for her not being around at things like this? Why the hell would she be? Why would she be? The press has demonized her for the last, 2 years now? Look, I personally think she probably needed to stop tweeting. I think somebody needed to take her phone away for a couple of days and be like, hey, Joe, you're not doing yourself any favors. But again, actors associated with Harry Potter, not all of them, but a lot of the more prominent ones have thrown her under the wheels of the bus, and they owe their careers to her. And it's really kind of disgusting. I mean, if they don't agree with her, just be like, yeah, I don't agree, but let's talk about something else. Can we talk about the movies? Can we talk about the video game? Can we talk about the theme park attraction? Something, other than politics, because I don't want to get into it, but like freaking every time Emma Watson talks about Harry Potter or Daniel Radcliffe or what, they're constantly shitting on J.K. Rowling. Sky News later asked the third-party PR person why their journalist was interrupted. At this point, an external PR executive hired for the event, who is not a Warner Brothers employee, cut in and said, "Next question, please." When Sky News later asked the third-party PR person why their journalist was interrupted, the outlet received an email response stating, J.K. Rowling is not connected to Warner or Tom Felton. The team felt it was not relevant to the piece. In a statement shared with Variety, Warner Brothers stood by its long-standing relationship with Rowling. And there were rumors that David Zaslav is actually trying to work more closely with Rowling to make Harry Potter a franchise that lasts for decades and decades. But, Fantastic Beasts, not such a good thing. Warner Brothers has enjoyed a creative, productive, and fulfilling partnership, and also profitable partnership with J.K. Rowling for the past 20 years. She's one of the world's most accomplished storytellers, and we are proud to be the studio to bring her vision, characters, and stories to life now and for decades to come. On Monday, a statement was issued by a third-party media agency that appeared contrary to this view. The statement was wholly wrong, and Warner Brothers Studio Tour London regrets it happened as part of a media event that day. Ouch! The Greenhouse expansion opens at Warner Brothers Studio Tour London, the making of Harry Potter on July 1st. So Warner Brothers is standing by J.K. Rowling. This is a very different Warner, isn't it? This is the same Warner Brothers that fired Johnny Depp based on allegations, from his ex-wife. But now they're standing by J.K. Rowling because they know she makes stuff that makes money, except for Fantastic Beasts. Fantastic Beasts doesn't make a lot of money. But Emma Watson, what the hell? Seriously, what the hell? This is coming from Happy Mag TV. Happy Mag TV. I don't know what the hell this is. Emma Watson criticized refusing to work with J.K. Rowling. Emma Watson has been criticized heavily on social media after sources close to the actress said she's unwilling to return to the Harry Potter franchise if J.K. Rowling is involved with the project. Well, she's going to be. Emma, she's going to be. And that's okay. Just like the play, they can replace you with a black woman. Very easily. Watson has indicated that she will only return to the franchise if J.K. Rowling is not involved in any way. In any way. It's her fucking series. Why do people do this? Why? Look, it's one thing if it's like Twitter being like, they want the franchise, but they don't want the people that created the franchise involved. I'm looking at like Notch. I'm looking at, Gary Gygax with Dungeons and Dragons. So many franchises out there that as soon as Twitter gets a hair up its ass about something, then they decide that, we want your creation, but we don't want the creator involved in it. We're going to take it now. It's ours now. And that's like Emma Watson. Come on. Seriously. Like, you don't have to verbalize. You can just be like, I'm not a big fan of what she said. But what the fuck? Like, you owe your career to J.K. Rowling. You don't have to agree with her. You can be like, even publicly, just be like, I don't agree with J.K. Rowling. But again, let's talk about the theme parks. Let's talk about the movies. Let's talk about literally anything else. But no. We have to make sure everybody knows she doesn't like J.K. Rowling. But yet she still defends Ezra Miller, who is legit batshit crazy. This news incited hundreds of Twitter comments and social media posts declaring how dare Emma Watson bite the hand that feeds her. Watson, 32? 32? God, am I that old? 32. Is said to have made the decision following controversial comments by Rowling, 56, about the trans community. Giant freaking robot revealed in a report that trusted and proven sources. are they trusted and proven? I don't know. I can believe it. I honestly can believe it at this point, because she said some stuff. I kind of wonder. Had claimed the actress will only return to the franchise if the author who created the series is not involved in any way. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Emma Watson made a comment at the BAFTAs earlier this year that many took to be directed toward J.K. Rowling. Watson was arriving on stage to present an award when fellow actor Rebel Wilson joked that the Harry Potter star calls herself a feminist, but we all know she's a witch. Emma Watson replied, "I'm here for all of the witches," which was taken in internet discourse to be a disagreement with J.K. Rowling's public beliefs on transgender individuals. Really? That's what that means? It doesn't sound like it. I don't know. Here, this random person on Twitter says Emma Watson does not owe J.K. Rowling anything. Okay. I disagree. There's growing speculation that the Harry Potter 25-year anniversary may be canceled by publishers over her very strong trans rights views. Well, Warner Brothers is standing by her. While her fans and many readers have stayed loyal, the publishing industry is having second thoughts on how to deal with all the noise she's been making. Although the books will most certainly stay in print, celebrating milestones may be kept on the down low if talked about at all. Are you kidding me? Harry Potter is one of the highest selling book series of all time. And because J.K. Rowling says, and admittedly, she should have quit while she was ahead, right? But because she said some stuff on Twitter, we're just going to pretend the books didn't happen? What? Really? This is where we're at. Okay. Apparently Emma Watson daring to hold a progressive opinion is considered crime of the century. No, I just think I do think it's kind of, just face it. If this is her opinion, right? Literally everything Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling gets paid. You cannot separate the two. You buy anything from the theme parks, you buy the new video game, you buy the books, she gets paid. So I guess they're going to have to recast Hermione if they do more Harry Potter. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, it's interesting to see Warner Brothers publicly come out and support her like this. You will never see Disney do this with like Gina Carano, and Gina Carano's transgressions were objectively less than J.K. Rowling's, but it is what it is. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.